go crazy for Drew Stearne. 1, 2, 3.
Hello everyone. I had a big birthday recently. I turned 40 years old. Whoa. Thank you very much. I figured it was about time to actually start not living like a bag of shit, so I tried to figure out what I could do to better myself and thought I'd focus on making some real personal growth. Unfortunately, the only personal growth I achieved is kind of this area here. Now, it's not a massively sexy physique to have for a man, but it does have its advantages. I don't know whether it's how I tend to stand, or how I tend to hold my hands, or look lovingly down at my beer belly, but when I take the tube through certain parts of London, people have started standing up and giving me their seats. Now, I guess they read in The Guardian that men can be pregnant now too, and they'd rather stand than get cancelled. Fair enough, but I wanted to correct them. I said, I'm a man. And they just gently put their hand on my shoulder and went, you absolutely are. So, yeah, I don't want to make anyone feel silly, so now I kind of lean into it. You know, oh, thank you. Her name is Stella. Stella Artois. We've named her after her father. I love how technology has advanced in my lifetime, and I think my favorite one is just how you can use your phone to pay for things, just beep and you're done. But the problem is I now rely on it way too much. And there's a new shop opened up on my high street. I thought I'd go there to get myself a nice healthy lunch. And once I'd grabbed the 2 cans of Stella and put them on the counter, the cashier told me that this was actually a cash-only establishment. Now, it's ill-advised to get between a Glaswegian and his lager lunch, and I got a little bit upset with the man. And what do you mean you can't pay with card in this shop? There's a guy outside on the corner who accepts Apple Pay, and he's selling ketamine. And that guy, well, I got a little bit irate, and the man was clearly quite proud of his shop and got really angry, started shaking his fist at me, said, you'll pay for that. I said, I'm fucking trying to! So yeah, it didn't end well. No lager lunch for Drew, but you know, ketamine instead, you know. The afternoon was a write-off. Getting older, you kind of have to admit to yourself that you no longer understand how young people communicate with themselves. And for me, the first step of that was emojis. Like, I get that you can replace a word with a picture of what that word represents. That makes sense. But I have real medical concerns for the person who thought their dick looked like an aubergine. I mean, good for you on size, but the shape and color, I would see a doctor immediately. It's like, sir, we've got your test results in, and there's good news and bad news. The bad news is you have the worst case of aubergine dick we have ever seen in this hospital. The good news is I've got a great moussaka recipe that you can try out. I still think that sending a picture of an emoji of an aubergine might still be better than sending actual dick pics. The idea of sending a dick pic just doesn't occur to me. Like, we were talking about this earlier before the show. I mean, I admire the confidence in someone who feels like they want to see that, but for me, sending a dick pic to someone would have the exact same result as me sending a bank statement to someone. It's like, why is it so small? How do you survive on this? Will it ever get any bigger? No, it won't. On all fronts. No, I've never had any reason to send any dick pics. I've never used any dating apps because my wife and I have been together for 21 years. Thank you very much. So we completely, we got together entirely before this. So I've never used dating apps for their absolute intended purpose. However, no, it's not. There is a life hack that I can share with you all, and if it's one thing that you take home tonight and try, I guarantee it'll be this. You can use Tinder to catfish your GP. It is the only way to get face-to-face time with your doctor in 2022 by far. Guaranteed. He turns up at the restaurant thinking he's meeting Mandy, 28 from Croydon. Instead he gets me showing him a rash. Doctors have integrity though. 9 out of 10 times, if you offer to pay for dinner, they will give you a once-over, which is a better deal than you get on most Tinder dates from what I understand. And now afterwards, I actually have someone who I can legitimately send dick pics to. And the response is my diagnosis. And it turns out I just have a very small case of aubergine dick. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been very kind indeed. My name is Drew Stearne. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
We have got 2 more acts for you. I'm going to chat to you for a little bit.